Hello again, everyone. I hope you are all well. Today we have a reading comprehension lesson. So we are in Collins Unit 5 Reading Comprehension blurb from a non-fiction book. Everybody please open your student books on page 57. The objectives are to read for specific information and to answer comprehensive questions. Before we read, what do you expect this text to be about? If you had to make a list of the world's strangest and scariest animals, which would you pick? You might think of crocodiles, tigers, sharks, and grizzly bears. But what if you were shrunk down to the size of an ant? Which would you pick then? This book takes an expedition to track down some of the world's weirdest little monsters. All of these animals could fit in the palm of your hand. You might not even notice them, but imagine what it would be like if you lived in their tiny world. So in this introduction, they are telling us that we are going to read about small-sized animals. This is the first page in our lesson. The first animal is the praying mantis. Answer the following questions about the praying mantis. What does the praying mantis look like? How does the praying mantis eat other insects? So, this is the praying mantis. Okay, this is its picture. Let's read about it. This praying mantis is from the rainforests of Central America. Its strange shape makes it look like a leaf, so that other insects don't notice it. This is how it gets a meal. The mantis stays very still, and sooner or later a moth or a beetle comes by. When that happens, the mantis still doesn't move very much. It may turn its head slowly for a better look. Those eyes can see very well. The mantis looks at the insect to see if it's good to eat. Then, snap! The mantis scoops the insect up in its large front legs. The row of big spikes on its legs hold the wriggling insect while the mantis eats it alive. So we're going back to the questions, and here are the answers. Question 1 was, what does the praying mantis look like? The answer is, it looks like a leaf. Question 2. How does the praying mantis eat other insects? The answer is, it scoops the insect up in its large front legs. The row of big spikes hold the wriggling insect while the mantis eats it alive. Now we're going to read about the mossy frog. Before we read about it, let's look at these questions. Why is it hard to spot the mossy frog? Why does the mossy frog sleep during the day? So this is a picture of the mossy frog. Let's read about it. It's hard to spot this small frog because its bumpy green and brown skin makes it look just like a piece of moss. The mossy frog lives near streams and rivers in Vietnam, a country in Southeast Asia. It sleeps during the day, hoping that its camouflage will help it hidden and will keep it hidden and safe from danger. At night, the mossy frog goes hunting. Special suckers on each toe help it to cling on rocks and branches. It can climb like an acrobat, moving over logs and leaves. Large eyes help it to see in the dark, and it's very good at spotting anything that moves. If there is danger, the frog will leap back into the river. If a bite-sized insect wanders nearby, the frog will pounce on it and eat it. So, let's answer the first question. Why is it hard to spot the mossy frog? Because its bumpy green and brown skin makes it look like a piece of moss. Second question. Why does the mossy frog sleep during the day? The answer is hoping that its camouflage will keep it hidden and safe from danger. Now we're going to read about the tarantula. The tarantula is a kind of a spider. So before we read about it, let's look at these two questions. What makes tarantulas different from other spiders? Where do tarantulas live? So this is a tarantula. It's a kind of a spider, okay? Tarantulas are spider superstars. While most spiders only live a year or two, some tarantulas can live until they're 30 years old. Some are enormous. The biggest spider in the world is the Goliath bird-eater tarantula from French Guiana in South America. It's as large as a dinner plate, and as its name suggests, it doesn't only eat flies. Tarantulas eat cockroaches, crickets, frogs, lizards, and even mice. But only a few actually eat birds. Most tarantulas live in burrows in the ground. A tarantula comes out at night, then lies in wait. If an animal is walking nearby, special hairs on the tarantula's legs feel tiny vibrations. Then the tarantula pounces on the animal and bites it, injecting poisonous venom with its fangs. A tarantula will rear up and show its enormous fangs to scare enemies. A tarantula's bite can hurt a human, but only a few tarantulas are seriously dangerous. Going back to the questions, let's read them again. What makes tarantulas different from other spiders? That most spiders live a year or two, but tarantulas live until they're 30 years old. The next question was, where do tarantulas live? They live in burrows in the ground. Now we're going to read about the scorpion. We have two true or false questions. The first one is, scorpions stay in their burrows during the night and come out at daytime. Scorpions have small eyes and they can't see very well. So this is the scorpion. Let's read about it. Never pick up a scorpion. They have long tails with poisonous stingers that can make you very ill. Scorpions live in hot countries all over the world. This one comes from East Africa. Scorpions stay in their burrow during the day and come out at night. They have small eyes and they can't see very well. So they feel their way about using special hairs on their legs. Their hairs can also sense whether something nearby is good to eat. A scorpion will grab an insect with its huge pincers and tear it into small pieces. But if it catches something bigger, like a lizard, it will sting it first with its stinger. After a large meal, a scorpion may not need to eat again for a long time, perhaps for as long as a year. The answers to the true or false questions are: scorpions stay in their burrows during the night and come out at daytime. It's false. They stay in their burrows during the day and they come out at night. Scorpions have small eyes, but they can't see very well. That's true. Now we're going to read about the weta. We have only one question about the weta. Why are wetas called insect dinosaurs? So let's read about it. Wetas live in New Zealand and scientists often call them insect dinosaurs. That's because there were wetas on Earth during the time of the dinosaurs, about 200 million years ago. They are also one of the world's largest insects. Some wetas are 90 millimeters long and as heavy as a bird. Wetas have probably survived for such a long time because they are tough. They have been known to survive underwater for 4 days, and some wetas can even stay alive if their bodies freeze solid. When they thaw out, they wake up and carry on with their lives. Even though wetas look fierce, they are really very shy. They hide under logs or in holes and come out at night to eat leaves, seeds, and small insects. So the answer to the question why are wetas called insect dinosaurs is because there were wetas on Earth during the time of dinosaurs. Now, as you can see in this picture, I need you to answer these questions: A, H, and J. So this is your homework, okay? This takes us to the end of our lesson. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.